Hey, what's up everyone? So this is my previous design, and this part is the coloring process of this design. So I'm just recording this after that one, but it will be uploaded a day later. But okay, so this is the some modifications I did here. Like you can see the text and the shapes I made here, I removed them, and this is really simple and easy. You have to just simply select this text one by one and then bring them down a bit, something like this, to fill the arch here. Or then you can simply select it by the direct selection tool to bring one single part, something like this. If you want to bring that down, maybe like that. So this is just up to you how you want to modify it. And then here maybe I will just make this R a little up just to follow this curve. Okay, so that is the part of the coloring process, or the text modification. Now it is looking better than the previous version. That is fine. So let's add some color. Now first step is for coloring a t-shirt design or any vector graphics you are working with. So first step is, if there is any solid color, you have to make it solid. So you can see there is, okay, one more thing I want to share, that you can see there is no stroke here. It is showing a question mark. That means there are different colors. So there is red and black, it is showing like that, but no stroke here. So everything that was a stroke, I expanded them, and here I am going to select them, the solid parts. I want to make them solid color. And what is a solid part, what is not? So this text is not, it doesn't have any shadow or dark area, but you can see the skull here. This is the dark area of the skull, and this is the highlight area, like the empty space or this engine part. You can see this is the black of the engine, and this area is empty, and that empty part is making it look like a 3D shape. So whenever we are working with multiple shapes like that, or if the graphics have any kind of 3D effect on it, like the black part and empty space, then you cannot just select it and change the color of it. So it is going to look something like that. Let me clarify a bit more here. So I'm going to take a black rectangle and then put it in the background. So that will help us see what is going on here. So if I select this shape simply like this and then make it white, it is going to destroy. You can see, okay, let me show you one more time. So they are not looking similar. This one is looking good. I have to take a rectangle here in white color that will be visible. So you can see that is not, that is looking good, but this white one is not. And what is the reason? Does they looking very similar? No, because this one, this black is meant to represent the dark part of the design, and the white is the original design parts. But here we are making it opposite. So that means we are making the black to act like white and white to act like black, and that is destroying our design. So how to fix this? A simple logic I'm going to teach you guys. That is, first rule number 1, the base should be black. We are not going to change the black of the graphics. It will be black forever, and then whatever color we want, we will take a rectangle in that color. So let's make it red for now, then cut it. I am going to select this graphic and then press Ctrl B. So then the red is pasted just in the background of that shape. So when the red is selected, or you have to select the red and then press shift and select this graphic, then press shift M. So shift M is the shape builder tool. So with shape builder tool, press alt and then click on this empty space here in the empty area of the design. That is going to erase it like this. So you can see now it is looking good, because now the black is staying as black, remaining as black, but the white part that was representing the design's 3D shape, that we made just red. And if we make it on a black background, you can see it is going to look exactly same as it was looking on a black background, on a white background. So that is the proper way of colorizing your vector. So let's go for the second part here. So what is after that? So after that, this engine part, so that will stay black as it is. Then I'm going to take a red rectangle, then selecting this shape, press Ctrl B, and then press shift and click on this engine. press shift M for shape builder and then click here. It is going to take some time for some vectors because there are tons of thousands of anchor point, as you can see. Okay, so it is looking like this. Anyway, so you can see this is how it is made. No problem here. We are only highlighting the empty area of the design. That is fine. Again, I am going to take another rectangle here in the same red, cut it. I am going to select this shape of the tire, then press Ctrl B. Again, press shift and select the tire, press shift M. Shift M is shape builder. Press Alt and click on this empty space. So here it is looking like this, but in some case there can be some problem if we are applying offset path, but in this design I am not applying any kind of offset path, so it is perfectly working for me. And I will make another video how to colorize the design if we use offset path, or yes, I will be able to show that right here. So I am going to cut it, then I am going to select this wings and then press Ctrl B. Again press shift and select this wings, then press shift M, Alt and then click here to minus the shape here. So this is the perfect way of colorizing your graphics, but you can see sometimes it can happen. So here is some part of the wings that we erased or deleted or hide by the transparency. So that part is now showing off because we applied a different shape, that is the red color shape, and that is making it visible. So how to fix this? First step is I have to select this black layer of the wings. You can see this black is selected, and then we have to go inside the transparency. Here you have to press Ctrl A. That means everything that we placed here, you have to copy them, then click here. That is fine. Now you have to select the red part of the wing. Sometimes it can be hard to select, you have to zoom in a bit, so you can simply select it like this. So here, okay, not there, this part. So you can see this is the red part is selecting again here. So not this one, maybe this one. Okay, one more thing I can do here, that is I have to select them all and then I am going to deselect the black. That is going to give me the red part selected, but that becomes two shape. That is why it is not showing up the transparency here, but I have to press Ctrl G. So Ctrl G will make it a group, and whenever it is a group, the transparency is 1. You can activate the transparency. Now let's activate it by double clicking here and here, then press Ctrl F. So whatever we pasted from the black layer, that we are pasting here in the red shape, and you can see that is hiding the exact same parts of the red shape. That is making it complete invisible, and that's how you can make a full colorful graphics. You can see this is completely done like this. So this is one way of colorizing your design. So this is the one color process. Now I can simply select my magic wand tool to click on this color, the red color. Then I can simply colorize it to any color I want. I usually use this kind of color, green type of color, and you can see this is how it is looking. But this is the one way of colorizing, the one color way. Here there are some other ways of colorizing your graphics. If you want to apply multiple colors, how to do that? Let's say for this part of the skull and the engine part, we want different colors. Like here I want this engine parts to be one color and the skull to be another color. So how to do that? So here we are inside this shape, the original shape, where we can separately select. You can see the engine part is selecting, this is the skull part. So here we have to apply some colors, and this is how you can make it colorful. Let's take a kind of this color, and here I am going to draw a shape, something like this. It can take some time, but of course I am not going to do the full coloring process here, but I am going to show you how you can do this. So here in this shape layer I am going to add a color in this, just like this, and then I'm going to select it and then press Shift X. That will make it fill. That is fine. Let's select this one and then bring that in this direction. Maybe just right Ctrl R to reflect. Okay, again Ctrl R is not reflect. Okay, so this position looks good to me. Let's cut it. Sorry, before cutting that, let's select this one, cut it. Now I am going to select this shape and then press Ctrl B. So that color is going to be pasted just in the back of my black shape. You can see this is how you can make it colorful, and then all you have to do is you have to select it from here, then you have to make it the full color area, something like this. You can add that color here, select that, send them to back, that is fine. Let's say I want to make this teeth of the skulls, I want to make them kind of white. So let's draw some shapes here. This is the advanced coloring process, like the vector coloring here, and then I am selecting that, sending them to the back. Then again I am going to draw some more shapes here. So you have to remember one thing, that if you are staying inside this black shape of the original graphics, then your coloring is not going to be a problem. But if you are going outside of the black area like this, then it can be a problem. So how to fix that? You have to simply select that and then erase that part that is going outside of the black area, and something like this. I think that is fine. Again selecting this too. So this is how you can make it a full colorized design. Of course, if you want, you can add something else color for the skull part, the body part of the skull. Then I can draw on top of these colors, because that is not a problem, and it is looking like this. I am selecting them, and then you can right click, arrange, and then send to back. I have the shortcut, that is Control Shift and then first of the third bracket. That is the way you can colorize it. So you can see this is how you can make it full colorful, except making it one color design. So whatever way you want, you can do it like that. If you want to make it a multiple color design, you can do that. If you want to keep it a one color design, you can do that too. So I hope this will help you guys understanding the coloring process, and if you want to share your colored work in our group, you are welcome to do so. And of course there is another way, that is I wanted to share that for some reason I want to make it one color for each. I can do that. So all of the these colors, the bike parts color will be same. Then this skull color I'm going to make it kind of this red. Then this wings color also I can make it red, maybe this one. Okay, so let's try to select it from here, and you can see here it will show whichever part is selected. So let's make it red again. So this is another way of coloring if you want. And then here I want this to be deleted, and then again I will select one of this shape, and then I'm going to select same and delete. So that is how you can delete that. Let's not select this part. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's add some of this part here, because let's finish this part. All you have to remember is you cannot go outside of the black area, and whatever you will do staying inside the black area, that is fine, completely fine, no problem. Okay, so here I don't think this part should be here, so let's erase it, because this is a empty space. So let's erase it like this, and then here. Okay, so that will be visible from that area, and you can see this is how it is looking. I can change the color of this bike too, but that's not something important right now. So this is how you can make it multiple color design. You could make it one color design, you could make it very detailed color also. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something new, and see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you everyone. See you next time, guys. Have a great time.